Hello, welcome to the Epic Live test prep training video. The test prep session format's not dramatically different than the teaching sessions many of us have been leading all school year. We're going to start with a teacher-led lesson. It's going to be a little shorter, 10-minute quick lesson reviewing the heaviest weighted blueprint topics. And this is going to be followed by 30 minutes of Kahoot gameplay. This is the new piece being introduced for test prep. And then we're still going to end with a Study Island quiz. We want to leave 20 minutes for the students to take the Study Island quiz. So we're going to use the State Department's test blueprints as our topics guide. Let's take this third grade math blueprint as an example. Numbers and operations make up almost half the state test, so it should be the first group of topics addressed. At 28% of the test, geometry and measurement topics are the next priority. We only have like 5 weeks of test prep, so we're probably not even going to get into geometry and measurement, but we would like each grade level's teachers to kind of coordinate with each other to make sure that they're hitting the heaviest weighted topics. But it's going to go pretty quickly also. I mean, a lot of this stuff has already been taught. So you should be able to find lessons out in the lesson library for a lot of these topics. So we've decided to use Kahoot because it's fun and effective. We're hopeful that this gaming approach is going to bolster our attendance and help more kids do better on their state tests. Kahoot says they have like 74 million users or something like that, and that means you should be able to find a lot of pre-made Kahoots over most Study Island topics. So if you do find a Kahoot that fits a topic, if you could just add it to the lesson library link, that would be handy, because then anybody could find it going forward. Now let's talk about how Kahoot works. The first step for teachers is to either create or curate a Kahoot. So first you need to go see if you can find one that pre-exists that fits the Study Island topic. And if there's just absolutely nothing, then you need to create one. If there is one out there that's pretty close, then you can also edit it, and this following video will show you how to do that.
Hello, this is going to be a very fast and completely unscripted overview of Kahoot. So this is the launch page that you land on when you go to kahoot.com. And then you click up here to sign up. The accounts are free, or log in. And I already have an account and my credentials are saved, so when I click log in, it should just drop me right into Kahoot. Right, so this Kahoot homepage after you've logged in. And if you're looking for a Kahoot, so I'm in Study Island and I want to find a Kahoot for my topic, and I'm looking at 6th grade ELA point of view. So I'm going to type that in. So there's a 6th grade point of view Kahoot. If you just type that in and let it search for you, it brings up all of the Kahoots for this topic. And then you can look at different ones. So let's take a look at this 10 question one. You can also see how many plays. Like, this has been played 33 times, and I don't think there's much of a correlation between number of plays and quality of the Kahoot. But at any rate, so let's take a look at this one. So these are the questions, and you can decide if you want to use this Kahoot with your class. And I like some of these questions, but in Study Island the questions are more about, the level 2 depth of knowledge questions are more about giving them an expert and having them determine or identify the point of view instead of just understand what the definitions of point of view are. And so I'm not going to be necessarily using this one. I'm going to go back and look for a better Kahoot. Oh, this one might be good. This one is determining point of view. Okay, so this one is more the depth of knowledge level that we want. And I want to use this one. So I'm going to come over here and I'm going to duplicate. And now this is in the My Kahoot section. So I can edit it and then continue editing. And if you're not using Microsoft Snip yet or an equivalent, then you're spending too much time creating things. I would use the Microsoft Snip tool, which is a quick little tool that allows me to grab screenshots, but only certain parts of the screen. And I would probably use the Study Island flashcards instead of the actual Study Island questions, because those questions can get overused. So I would use the flashcards if I wanted to enhance this Kahoot. And I would just add a question. You can see the time limit here. So to add a question, you go to the bottom when you're editing, click add a question. And you can see where you can change the time limit. And depending on the level of the students and the length of the excerpts they need to read, you might want to change this. Now the most you can do is 120 seconds. And that, some topics may not be enough. And so here's the workaround for that. You can record a video. It can be like a video of you talking. It can be an animated video if you know how to do that. But for those of you who can record videos, the time doesn't start until the video stops playing. So for compare and contrast, I need a little bit more time so they can read 2 excerpts. I'll probably use videos. So after we edit this, let's pretend I edited this. You probably don't want to watch me do all that. I'm going to click save. Actually, I'm not, because we're going to change this title so that it matches Study Island. So we're going to say 6th ELA point of view. And then down here, we want to do hashtag 6th ELA, and then we want to do hashtag epic Kahoot. Hashtags are searchable. And then for credit resources, certainly if you use Edmentum Study Island, you want to credit them. And I haven't yet, but I'm going to go ahead and add some specific Study Island flashcard information here. And then you say, okay, go, save. You can preview it, or you can play it, or you can share it at this point. I'm going to click I'm done. And now it's in My Kahoots. Okay, and that's it.
The Study Island component is still an important piece of test prep. We know that students who earn all grade level blue ribbons perform better on state tests, and so that's why we push blue ribbons and why principals track blue ribbons, and they really are proven successes. So wondering when all this fun begins? This week, March 1st. And here's a checklist for you guys to kind of make sure that you're ready to get started. And that will end the video on the checklist, so you can just pause it and run through your stuff, and that's it. That's all we've got. So good luck with test prep. Good luck with state testing. I hope to see a lot of you. I'll be at the Norman location, so have a great day.